not going to spend any time on how to acquire a horse, going out and getting a foal, putting it in a stable, feeding it, letting it grow up. That we'll cover somewhere else. But this is just as far as keyboard controls and movement controls and what to do. So first of all, you have to have a saddle on a horse. If you don't have a saddle on it, then getting on it or off it, you won't be able to. So the first thing is come over and hold down the E key, look in his inventory. Now you have your inventory, you have the horse's inventory, and then you have uh, specs on or stats on the horse, and notice this, a place for a saddle. So after you craft a saddle, again, separate video, you can drag it from your inventory over and drop it into the box for a saddle. Notice you can only have one saddle at a time. Press escape. Now your horse has a saddle. In order to get on the horse, you just walk up close, press the E key, and you will get on your horse. To get off the horse, you press the C key. Again, these are by default. You can alter that key mapping if you wish. Sometimes it is inconvenient to have the E key mapped to getting on your horse because it is used for so many other things, interacting with doors and buildings and materials on the ground and a lot of other things that you can be attempting to, let's say, pick up the stick, and you press the E key, and next thing you know, you've reached over here and got on your horse. So you may want to re-key map that. Now the other thing is how to ride a horse, because again, these are keyboard commands. Moving your horse is a little bit differently than walking because you're panning your camera while you press the W key. Doesn't make you turn left or right like it does when you're walking. So if you're walking and you turn your camera, all you're going to do is look off to the right. You didn't move to the right. So how you steer is holding down. Oh, by the way, horses can swim. So you have to hold the A or the D key. If you hold the D key, you will turn to the right. Holding the A key, you will turn to the left. Which is all great and wonderful because now if you're facing this direction and you haven't moved your camera and you press the W key, you're just going to start riding that way and you can't see where you're going. So in conjunction with moving your horse, you also have to move your camera to stay behind yourself as you are riding. So it kind of takes a little bit of coordination. Riding a horse in Conan Exiles is not the simplest thing to do, but it is actually kind of fun after you get used to it, and you can certainly cover ground a lot faster. Horses don't have a real tight turning radius. As you see, I bumped that rock, just trying to turn to the right. So again, it takes some effort of using the A and the D key as you're pressing the W key, and then keeping your camera focused around behind you so that you can see where you're going. And as I mentioned, horses can swim. They swim a lot slower than they trot, but they do swim. And they don't run out of stamina, so they'll swim forever. And then to sprint is left shift because I haven't re-key mapped it, so that is incredibly awkward for me, but this is the horse sprinting and then it turns even slower. So yeah, it takes some getting used to, but as you get older and able to acquire a horse, I think you will enjoy it.